everyone, today we're going to be kind of just going over some techniques. Now, this worksheet is something I use just to kind of get through different things. So I always would tell my students to write your name on the top, right? And after you get that with a pencil, you might not even need your pencil again. Mostly I'm going to focus on this stuff about what is stippling, what is hatching, what is cross hatching, but you can see here I have the primary colors. So I do have students go back in and kind of review that their primary colors are red. I'm going to color the first one over here. And then I do have them go in and actually finish coloring in each of the colors. And I do let them choose if they want to do the pie, like this part, or if they want to color the color. But working through and just kind of reviewing and making sure my students know primary colors is also important, whether you're an art student or you're an at-home student. So our primary colors make up all the other colors that we see in our row. So then the secondary colors, if I mix red and yellow, I get the color orange. And so orange is right here on the color wheel. Now, of course, there's way more colors in the color wheel, but these are the basic 6 that we work with. The opposite on the color wheel is its complementary color, which is blue. So I can go down here and color in orange. My color purple is a secondary color when I mix red and I mix blue. So again, going back in, coloring in my pie wheel, the opposite of it is yellow. So you can also think of very famous sports teams like the Vikings or the Lakers. They both have yellow and purple. Orange and blue could be the Broncos. And our final secondary color is green. And across from green is red. And so I use the Minnesota Wild hockey team for those colors. So these are things that you guys can do. Again, you can choose which way you color in your pie. The next thing says, what is stippling? Well, that's using dots to create value. Now, when I'm creating dots, I usually do this part with Sharpies. So when I do this, I talk about that value as in money is how much something. So if it's a very light value, it's only going to have a few dots. If it has more dots, it's going to have more of a value. But in art, the value is the lightness and darkness of a color. So the more dots is going to make it look darker. And when I get really close together, my marker doesn't have to make a lot of noise. But as I'm making those dots closer together, the value, the color of it, is going to be a lot darker and more rich. Now you can also use these stippling marks, and then you could also put a color over the top of it, and it will make it have a darker value. So I'm not going to do the whole dots right now. I'm going to do about half the box. You can see my light value, my medium, and my dark value, it's getting darker. So hatching. Hatching is using lines to create value. So again, I only have a couple lines. It's going to look very light. If I get a little more, it gets a little darker. And as I get closer together, I can see those darker values if I put a lot of lines really close together. Now the last one, what is cross-hatching? Cross-hatching is using crossing lines to create value. So if I have a few or more, or even closer. So you can see my values getting darker. These are great techniques to be using in different art works. You can definitely see them in lots of books, graphic novels. Once books get less color, they start using these kind of techniques. So I hope you guys had a great time kind of reviewing some of our primary, secondary colors and complementary colors, but also going into those drawing techniques of stippling, hatching, and cross hatching. I hope you guys have a great day. Check out some of the other art videos of where I've used these techniques, and I hope you have a great day making some art. Bye everyone.